didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Minnesota.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Dalvin Cook, the Vikings.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Griffin on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he finds Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Complete.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First down, Vikings.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
But you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The 39-yard line.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Murray now on first down. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Shotgun now from Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play fake. Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Is the ball carrier.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a run with Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10,
there it is.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 on the Vikings have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Lynn Bowden, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Oh, what a juke into space. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now back to throw. Smith catches left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11 at the 41. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's McDonald. Going deep here for Taylor. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Murray's pass, intended for Chase Edmonds, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray off play action. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. On the option, it's Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Murray gets this one to Isabella, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score, Vikings 17. Cardinals.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Come on. 53 is the mark. Vikes. I'm coming after you. 53.
To throw again. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Murray's pass.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
You must be getting tired.
On 3rd down, Henry. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. 87 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
53 is the mark. Here we go.
On play action, it's Murray. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the turnover, here's Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A toss left, Henry. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Gain of 5.
Down at the 26.
Nice satisfying run up first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second and 5 now. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
53, Mike. Check safety.
Off play action. Murray. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, and that's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now an option play on second down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down, Vikings.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Vikings on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Check 15, check 15. Check, check. Press down, press down, press down. Easy.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Murray took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Cardinals on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is third and 10.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Check right 54, right 54. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you. Deuce.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daniil Hunter. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. They juked him. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 2nd and 6. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
21-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the 29-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Danny.
Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Murray, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Left, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it.